Hey guys, what's up? It's the Culture Detective here, investigating your favorite movies, TV shows, and animes, and today I'm going to be doing my last movie roundup video of the year. So yeah, we have finally reached the end of 2024, and goddamn, I've been watching too many movies this year. I've never seen this many films within 1 year before. In fact, if you look at my letterbox, you would realize that I have logged over like 300 films. And because I've logged about 1,200 films ever, 2024 contains almost 25% of all the films I've seen in my life. And that's kind of fucked up. So anyways, let's start off with Tsugi Monogatari, which is an anime. Yes, I'm binge watching all of Monogatari series because I need to catch up until I make the best animes of the year list. And this anime is visually arresting, it's playful, it's thought-provoking, it's very, very stylish, and I absolutely love it. 8 out of 10. And then we have the film The People's Joker, which is the final film for my animation film class. It's a really interesting incarnation of internet digital Gen Z humor. There's a lot of mixed media, a lot of sexual liberation. Unfortunately, most jokes didn't land on me, so I didn't really quite get the humor, but we did have a pretty nice Q&A with filmmaker Vera Drew at the end, 7 out of 10. Then for my religion film class, we saw the film, or we were asked to watch the film Advantageous, which is a sci-fi film that nobody watched. It is, we're watching it because one of the co-writers and the main actress for the film, Jacqueline Kim, is going to guest speak for the class, and fun fact, she didn't even talk about the film during the whole talk. But this is, I went in with extremely low expectations, but surprisingly, there is a pretty interesting David Cronenberg-esque premise. But visually, this is incredibly boring and bland. Some scenes feel like they don't start nor end. Ken Jeong also randomly shows up in a scene as a very serious character, and it's both hilarious and very boring. 5 out of 10. Then, for the final film for my film history class, we watched Alexander Nevsky. And man, this is Sergei Eisenstein in his flop era. This is not as compelling as his older films, a la Battleship Potemkin, but there's still a lot of beautiful framing and composition in this film. This is a large departure stylistically and narratively from his Soviet propaganda films, and the battle sequences, the sword clanging feels kinda weird. 7 out of 10. Next up, I finally saw the film Sans Soleil by Chris Marker, and I've been dying to watch this film for such a long time because I really loved La Jetée, but unfortunately I was disappointed, and there was no worse feeling to have for a cinephile than have a film disappoint you while having extremely high expectations. This film feels like the video essay equivalent to one of those, "Oh my god guys, I just went to Japan and the streets are so clean and the people are so polite, oh my god," YouTube vlogs. And sure, there's a lot of poetry and beauty, but it's also all narrated in a Westerner's point of view. Like, what do you know about Japan when you're just a French guy? Like what do you know? The narration sometimes feels like it's trying to force us to think one way and not let us feel, which is the opposite in La Jetée. But there's still a lot of beautiful imagery in this film, but I definitely need to rewatch this. 7 out of 10. Then I saw A Chinese Odyssey Part 1, Pandora's Box, and it is a pretty funny reimagination of Journey to the West, the classic Chinese novel, which I totally did not expect. Most of this film takes place in one location, a la Dragon Inn, which I also didn't expect at all, and Karen Mok is still the only actress to match Stephen Chow's Freak. 7 out of 10. Then, in my search for bad movies, I watched Beautiful Wedding, and it is the most insane, cocaine-fueled, psychosexual shit-face comedy of the year, and I will not elaborate. 2 out of 10. Then I saw Nickel Boys, including Q&A with filmmaker Ramel Ross and its 2 leading actors. And yeah, some moments are really beautiful and gripping, but most of it was just kind of confusing because I couldn't understand nearly half of the dialogue in the film. The whole soft focused handheld touchy-feely style is cool, but I'm already really familiar with it, so it didn't really move me. That being said though, the directing and the performances are still absolutely fantastic. 8 out of 10. Then I finally finished watching Owari Monogatari, which is the final season of the Monogatari series, and it is an absolute banger. It's playful, transgressive, mysterious, layered. The music is also fantastic. 9 out of 10. Then I saw the Romanian film Do Not Expect Too Much from the End of the World, which is nearly 3 hours long. And it didn't live up to my expectations, but it's still a pretty good film. It's a really meandering anti-film about corporations and capitalism, but there is still some really great experimental moments, especially the 40-minute long take at the end of the film. Go check it out, 8 out of 10. Then I saw ReZero Season 3 Core 1, and it is so much fun, so many mind games, so many pieces of the puzzle, also kind of confusing and overwhelming at times, but overall, it is a very fun ride. It is a blast. 8 out of 10. Then I finished watching Owari Monogatari Season 2, and it's fucking amazing. It's an incredibly ambitious final statement for the series. It's equally dreamy, equally cathartic, and all loose ends are tied together beautifully. 10 out of 10. Then, yesterday, I went to the AMC Century City and watched The Brutalist, new film by Brady Corbett. This film is very confusing and overwhelming. For a film this long, I thought it would have been more ambitious than that. I do understand that this film has its budget limitations, but it is essentially a great breakdown of the American dream and a great character study as well. Beautiful film. 8 out of 10. Last night before I slept, I skimmed over 2 terrible films. One is Borderlands by Eli Roth. This is a soulless, uninspired cash grab, like terrible production. No one gave a shit. Everyone phoned in. 3 out of 10. Then I saw a little bit of Reagan, which is a biopic of Ronald Reagan, and it's fucking terrible. It is delusional, conservative, political porn garbage. Nothing is real, nothing is historical, and lots of important moments in history are completely ignored, like the way Ronald Reagan screwed people over because of AIDS. So, 2 out of 10, terrible movie. And yeah, these are the movies and animes I watched in December so far. Obviously, I'm still going to watch more films from this point on. These films are going to be included in the January video. So subscribe if you want more. Thanks for watching. My tongue hurts. Bye bye.